Hello comrades, welcome back to our channel. Today we're talking about a critical issue affecting higher education in the UK, the financial crisis hitting our universities. On Monday, several vice-chancellors spoke to The Guardian, warning that without higher fees or additional funding, many universities would face bankruptcy. So, what's really going on? Reported in The Guardian, Vice-Chancellors are suggesting a fee rise of £2,000 to £3,500 a year, on top of the current £9,250 for domestic students, to keep universities afloat. They revealed that the state of university finances is dire, with the Office for Students forecasting that 40% of England's universities could end 2024 in the red. Prominent ex-Labour figures like Peter Mandelson and Alan Johnson, who previously opposed cuts to tuition fees, are now calling for increased funding. MP Margaret Hodge has weighed in, saying that while raising fees may be politically impossible, the funding system needs to become more progressive, whatever progressive might mean. Actually, one of the biggest issues is that domestic value in tuition fees have effectively fallen, and universities are increasingly relying on international students for revenue. However, the Tories are set to announce measures to reduce international student numbers, compounding the financial strain on universities. So international students are brought in, have to spend far more in terms of tuition fees, and yet the situation is worsened by changes in visa eligibility rules. The Tories have raised the salary threshold for skilled worker visas, making it more expensive for businesses to hire international graduates. This policy not only harms the university sector, but also the wider economy, though big business and banks don't really seem to care because it's always about the bottom line. To look at figures reported in the Financial Times, applications from both domestic and international students are declining, partly due to the perceived drop in course quality. This decline is linked to universities relying on precarious fixed-term contracts for staff. Currently, only 67% of university academics are on permanent contracts compared to 94% in the rest of the labour market. Going back to discuss the value of the tuition fees, the value of the undergraduate full-time fee, which was introduced at £9,000 in 2012 and now increased to £9,250 in 2017, has now decreased by 25% in terms of that value. This is the lowest, what we call cash per learner, that universities have received since the mid-1990s. The financial situation has forced universities to lean very heavily on international students, and again cutting costs by hiring staff on the short-term contracts spoken about earlier. Vice-chancellors have seen their salaries increase in the past year, with some earnings up to £325,000. According to the Times Higher Education, 115 universities have given their vice-chancellors a 5% or above pay rise. Joe Grady, General Secretary of the University and College Union, has condemned this and is highlighting the public outrage over such high salaries amidst these horrendous financial cuts that universities are enacting. And some of these financial cuts include voluntary redundancy schemes, cuts to courses, mainly involving within the arts and humanities. So how can we improve this dire situation? What do universities need to do to change its current trajectory? Well, the first thing is to abolish tuition fees. Bring in permanent contracts for all lecturers. Ensure they are on these permanent contracts to enhance the quality of education, supporting the students, and investing in these lecturers will mean that you'll get better administration and quality for your course. Change the university culture. Shift away from this business-centric model and focus on education and research. Remove these horrific financial times with businesses and banks like Santander and HSBC, and prioritise the need for education, its students, and its staff members. It's time to rethink how we fund and manage higher education to ensure that it serves its true purpose. Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our newsletter at www.lefthorizons.com. Subscribe to the channel, please hit the bell for notifications, and we'll see you next time.